What's up, good people? Good people. So we had some technical difficulties. Um, so if you're on my Good Road Travel channel or page, I'm sorry, Facebook page, I can't go live on there right now. I can't go live on my Good Road Travel page because it's not 60 days old and I don't have 100 followers. So y'all need to help me get my followers up. But hopefully people will switch over. Sorry, I had to rush in here. Was doing a lot of things right now. Just got home. Had to get my business line together and everything. So, yeah, I'm live. I usually don't do things like this, but this business got me doing all kind of things. If you don't know me, I am Josefina Steck Herrera. I go by Joey. And I just want to tell y'all about myself and my business. For those of you that don't know, I am a retiree after 24 years of service from the Air Force. I retired in August of 21, and I've been a contractor on base with Leidos for the past few years since I retired, because I was bored at home, y'all. I couldn't stay at home. After COVID and then being on terminal leave, I did Skill Bridge, and I sat at home for a good, I don't know, 3-4 months and realized that I couldn't stay at home. I needed to socialize, even though I'm a extroverted introvert. It's crazy that I could be both, but there are certain things that do that. But yeah, I decided to go back to work. I didn't have to, but I couldn't just stay at home either. And once I came back to work, I've been working, and I worked for so long that I ended up working, and I was like, man, all I do is go to work, come home, and chill with my dogs. I got 3 fur babies, a big old blue pit, Cassius, and then I have my 2 other baby dogs. They're little dogs, a Silky Poo, Manny, and then I have my baby girl, Grace. So I ended up getting a baby girl. I don't know what I was thinking, because she crazy, just like her mama. I have all my family here, my brothers and my sisters, and then I have my dad's side of the family in Cali, and I have my tita, my aunt / cousin. For Filipinos, we go by generations. So my cousin she's technically my cousin, but going by the generation, she's a generation above me, so she's my tita, my aunt. It's crazy. Filipino families are crazy. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about who I am and my business. So the way I got into this business is, and if you saw my live with Geraldine a few weeks ago, I think it was like a couple weeks ago, you might hear these stories again, but my soul sister Geraldine is the one that got me into this travel business. And being in the military, I love to travel. I traveled a lot. And when I joined the Air Force, that was one of the reasons why I joined, was because I wanted to travel. And let alone, I just wanted to make sure I had a future, some type of future. I couldn't go to college because I couldn't afford it, and I wasn't very knowledgeable about financial aid and things like that. So I ended up just joining the Air Force. And joining the Air Force, I got my career and everything. But in the Air Force and the military, you go so many places and you meet so many people. And then when I was stationed in El Dafra, I ended up meeting Geraldine, which is my soul sister. And we've been tied to the hip ever since. But yeah, when she got into this business, this travel business, she told me about it, and she was like, and I was taking trips, and she was like, I could have booked that for you. And I was like, okay. So I said, I want to do a solo trip. Told her where I wanted to go, filled out her little form, And then a few weeks later, she comes to me and tells me, Joey, you travel so much. Why don't you do this shit too? Why don't you become a travel agent? And I was like, you know what? You're right. All this money I spend on my trips, I could have been making commission on it. So I went and it's crazy because I already was going on a trip. I went to Cali and spent time with family, and I was like, dang, I wish I would have became an agent before, because I could have got credit for tickets and hotels and all that good stuff. But yeah, so I ended up joining her on this travel agent adventure. I've been in it for almost a month now. Yes, I'm still fairly new, but I've already kind of knocked out 2 certifications, and the only thing I have to do is actually attend something physically to get my certifications done. So those 2 certifications will be knocked out pretty soon. I'm going on an event next month, and yes, me booking my own event, my own travels to the event, I will get commissions for. But this money making side of the travel, getting that commission on it, I'm getting paid to do what I already was doing. Well, I don't want to say getting paid, I'm getting commission on everything that I'm already doing, and it's ridiculous. Like, I wish I would have known about this side of traveling long before. Let me see what else. So the travel business, I book trips. It's funny because I was just at T-Mobile, and this lady, she was like, what kind of business are you in? And I told her, I'm like, I'm a travel agent. And she was like, oh my gosh. She was like, you do cruises? I said, yes, I do cruises. I do cruises. I was like, I'm working on my Clear right now, and I do cruises. I was like, I could book you a cruise. I could find you what you want and help you with that. And she was like, oh my gosh, I wish I would have found you 2 days earlier. I just booked to go on to Cali to, what did she say, Legoland. They're going to Legoland. And I was like, oh, I could help you with that. But we definitely exchanged information. I used my my QR code for her to scan, and it just went straight to her contacts, and it was a beautiful thing. And it's crazy because the talking about travel, because everybody likes to travel, or they travel in some sort, because she was telling me her husband don't like to fly. So when you I was like, he don't like to fly. She was like, he doesn't fly. It's not that he don't like to fly, he won't fly. I was like, so y'all drive everywhere you need to go? She was like, yes. I was like, wow. I was like, well, I can help with that too, you know, finding hotels on your stops or whatever. But this travel side of the business, it actually connects you and networks you to a lot of people. Like the team that I work with, the team that we're on, they are really helping me, and they inspire me and motivate me, and we encourage each other. There is no competition, and we have fun all day in the chats and in the posts and in the messages on Facebook and social media. It's really brought me to life, honestly. The reason I've loved traveling so much is because my grandparents were older, and we used to drive from Ohio. Well, they used to drive since I was young every summer from Ohio to California, but we'd make a pit stop in Las Vegas, and they loved Las Vegas. That's how I ended up here in Vegas. They ended up staying in Vegas, retiring in Vegas in the early 90s. But we used to stop in Vegas. Y'all hear my fur babies over there playing. But we ended up staying here, coming here every summer, traveling, road tripping. My grandpa, he was retired Navy. He had another few jobs, and then he ended up getting into the truck driving business. And during the summers when I wasn't in school, I used to go on trips with him as well. Me and my grandma, sometimes me and my brother, We'd go on trips with my grandpa while he's doing his drives, his truck driving. So traveling's always been in my blood. Like, I've always been traveling. The first time I flew, I think I was like 13 with my grandma to Las Vegas. Was my first flight. And I just been, like, my grandma was the traveler, so she inspired me to make sure I see a lot of different places and everything. So I've been to a few places. I went on my first cruise with my grandmother to Mexico. So yeah, she always made sure I experienced a lot of different things. And that's one thing I'm always grateful for from my grandma and my grandfather, of course. But they both passed. But being on this side of the travel business, it's also going to be, it's going to make me travel even more. And I love that, to be able to see the world and be on this side. It's going to be, it's just everything. And it's my passion, honestly. It's not a job. It's not a side hustle. For me, it is my passion. I love traveling. I love to see different places. I love to see the cultures in the different places. Right before me and Jeremy spoke about me becoming an agent, I was actually signed up to go back to school. And just because I already have a master's degree in management, that I was signed up to go back to school. I had registered for a class and did my VA benefits to use my post 9/11 GI Bill to go back to school. And I was just going to go get a second master's degree and come to find out. And I was just doing it to kill, like, to use the time, all my spare time, because I'm not used to having this much downtime. Having all this downtime has made me, you know, it's made me more of an introvert. I usually just go to work and come home and that's it. But now, with this business, I am like, I have networking events that I need to go to. It encourages me to talk to people more, to talk about my business. And when I talk about my business, I am very passionate about it. Again, I love the fact that I love to travel, and if I talk to someone that loves to travel and we can compare notes of where we've been and all the places we want to go, it's a great conversation. So traveling, like I said, traveling is my passion. I just love it. And becoming a travel agent, I feel like this was what I was waiting for. This has really brought me to the light. It showed me that this was what I was waiting on. I've always been looking for that one thing that I would be passionate about. You know how everybody has that one thing that they're passionate about? Like my nephew has basketball. My other nephew has, you know, other sports. My niece has anime and things like that. I was like, dang, what is mine? I know writing is mine. Yes, I will write a book eventually, one day. But traveling, and to be on this side of traveling to help people do what I love, let alone to help them discover new places, new things, and to get where they're going. I love helping people, especially do something that I also enjoy as well. Hopefully the passion that I feel for traveling will rub off on them, and I'm like, man, you know, they'll keep on wanting to come back and travel the good road. But yes, Good Road Travel, that's my business. I have a host agency where I get free training, and it's ridiculous, like the type of training and certifications that you get that your host agency pays for. And unpopular belief is that people want to say, oh, it's a MLM and things like that. No, it's not. I have two businesses. Well, actually I have three businesses, but the two businesses in the travel side is my travel business is an independent travel advisor, but then I have a separate business as a marketing with Planet Marketing. So people need to understand that. And when I try to encourage people to become a travel advisor, independent travel agent, those things are not in the same. I don't get credit if you sign up, and I'm not trying to sign you up to get on some pyramid or be at the top of something. I am encouraging you to be a part of our team, to be a part of our team, to be a part of our squad. I'm telling you, like, our squad is something. But I'm trying to help you out, honestly. I mean, the money side of it, yes. I mean, if you could use some extra money, or if you like the life of travel luxury, that this life is for you. If you like traveling and you already plan your own trips and things like this, life is for you. But the thing is, my host agency and my travel business is separate from my marketing business. So this is no pyramid scheme or MLM that people would like to think otherwise. I'm recruiting for two different things. I'm recruiting you to travel. I would love for you to travel. I would like to help you travel. And then I also would like for you to become part of our team. This is team building. This is part of the business where I don't really get that much out of it, honestly. I just want you to join me in this passion and be a part of this club, honestly, or squad, or whatever you want to call it, of traveling. I'm not going to keep it to myself. I mean, I very well could, but I just want, I mean, there's enough for everybody. Honestly, there is enough for everybody. But like I said, I am really passionate about my travel business. Like, I just love it. Everywhere I go, I talk about it. I talk about it to my family all the time. I talk about it to my friends and my coworkers. And like, the travel side of business is just where I'm at. I plan to only do the travel business in 5 years, well, 4.5. But on my 50th birthday, I'll be out of the country because I take I take a trip every birthday. But I'll be having my 2 weeks notice in for my current full-time job by then, because I told myself when I turn 50, I'm not working for anybody else. I'm working for my businesses. I'm working for me. I'm going to be able to tell myself when I can and can't, and do what I need to do for the lucrative part of my businesses, and to not have to answer to anyone else, because I already did a job. I already had a career, and my travel business is my passion. My businesses are my passion. So I don't want to have to work for anybody else. Yes, I have a full-time job. That is just because I'm used to a certain type of lifestyle right now. So I need to build to build that lifestyle to where I want it to be, so I can fully retire from somebody else's hand and then be only in my pockets. I'm not trying to have somebody else in my pockets and have somebody else as my boss. I'm always trying to be my own boss, honestly. And if you worked with me or I worked for you, you already know. But yeah, I was like, I plan to do this travel business till whenever, till I feel like okay. But the reason why, other than the fact that I'm passionate about it, for my family, generational wealth. I have nieces and nephews. I'll just say that I do not have any kids of my own. So my nieces and nephews are my kids, and my brothers and sisters. For me, I'm very much of a family person, and when the day that I leave this earth, I want to make sure my family is okay. I did everything, and I do everything for my family, because we need that. I feel like it's gotten to a point where, especially in this generation, we don't have that anymore. We don't have that family cohesiveness, that family environment. And you know, you watch all the movies and you see all the shows and everything, and you know, people sitting down at dinner eating food and eating dinner and, you know, having them conversations. I want to make sure my family is taken care of and knowing that they, you know, they can succeed. I mean, honestly, I came up from nothing. I really came up from nothing. People talk about, you know, we was at middle class. Nah, I was out of the low class. I was a welfare baby. I could say it. I had no problem walking into grocery stores with them paper food stamps. But the way I grew up, you didn't see too many people have their own businesses. You didn't see too many people traveling and going places. I know there's still people in my hometown now that have never left the state of Ohio or left that left outside of Indiana in Michigan because they don't want to, they haven't traveled, or they haven't been on a plane and things like that. That wasn't for me. I had to make sure my siblings and my nieces and nephews know there is a world outside of wherever we were at, which was, I mean, we're originally from Ohio, so, but yeah, so I had to make sure they had somebody to look up to, but I wasn't more or less the person. I was trying to pave the way. I was making sure they followed, not in my footprints, but I paved the way for them to make their own footprints. And I've encouraged my siblings to have their own businesses. I talked to my nieces and nephews about, if they could have a business, what would they be? My 9-year-old niece says she would have a lemonade stand. My 7-year-old niece has already tried to do lemonade stands. And I'm going to tell you now, her lemonade was like $500, just so you know. She was making some good lemonade. Hey, travel bestie. What's up, Tina? I see you. Yes, I had to do an audible. They wouldn't let me do my live on the Good Road Travel. So I had to come over on this side. And I didn't have time to send it everywhere. So I figured I would just post this video later. But yeah, like I said, I had to be the person to pave the way. And now that I have this travel business, I'm hoping that it will show my brothers and sisters that they can do the same thing. And not only my brothers and sisters, but anybody that has came up in the type of environment that I came up in, not thinking, oh, I have to work this job and I have to work that job for the rest of my life. No, you don't. You can have your own business. And the crazy thing is, this business only costs $200 to start. And well, that's both. That's for both. If you want to do the travel side of the business or the marketing side of the business. So with them too. But for me, I did do both. And that $200, I'm telling you now, it has opened up my life. And the crazy thing is, I only had a couple bookings, but it's not even because of that. It's because, like I said, I'm passionate about traveling, and traveling is gonna be around. Everybody needs to travel, and I'm not saying whether it's personal or, for trips, vacations, and things like that. You're always gonna need to travel. You need to travel to and from work. You need to travel to go see family. You need to go see friends. You need to go do this, that, and the other. I'm telling you, traveling is always going to be around. It's not going to go away. And if anything, it's going to get better. Because I'm going to tell you now. Yeah, the lemonade should have had gold flakes in it. But, yeah, I'm going to tell you now. Traveling is going to get better. I'll tell you, I cannot wait for this bullet train from Vegas to Cali, because I'm gonna be on it every single weekend. Well, not every single weekend, but it'll seem like it. But traveling is becoming more innovative. It is coming up with the times, and I'm telling you now, this travel business is gonna keep on booming with or without you. I'm encouraging you to look at it. But if all else fails, just book with me. Travel a good road. Good road travel. Yes, you are right. They should. Every company business should have a travel department. You know what? You just started something. Look, don't get me started. I'm one of them people that start thinking of stuff. You ain't had me calling all these companies like, you need a travel agent. Look, you done got something started now. But yeah, I'm telling you, traveling's not going to go away. But again, like I said, this travel business is really a passion of mine. I love it. I love getting my brand out there on the travel side. I love, the team that we're with, as, we support each other, just like, I got my travel bestie up in there now. And, I'm sure everybody else is confused where I'm at. But like I said, I was like, this travel side of the business, oh man, this just to be on the business side of it is, for me, I love it. And I just can't, I won't stop talking about it. Y'all gonna see all my posts. At one point I was like, you know what, I shouldn't mix my business with my personal, but it has to mix because it's one of my passions, and regardless of if it's my business or not, it's still a part of my life because I'm very passionate about it, regardless of the money, regardless of, you know, me making 50 million posts or whatever. It's not because I have to, it's because I want to. It's because I love getting this information out there. I love trying to help you, you know, follow your dreams and, you know, take that adventure and go on a journey wherever, like someplace you never been, someplace you want to go, someplace you want to visit again. Because I'm telling you now, my homegirl in Jamaica, Faith, I already know, she waiting on me. And she don't want me to leave when I go back. So this travel business is my passion. And you will see all my posts, whether you know you friend or somebody that get to see my public posts, or you on my Good Road Travel page, whatever it is. And I just hope, you know, whether you support my business or not, hopefully you support me, because like I said, this is not just, you know, the money making side of it. This is my passion. I love to travel, and I know a few people out there that love to travel too. But I'm not going to keep on running my mouth because I'm thirsty and I'm hungry. I haven't even ate yet. I haven't ate all day messing around today doing things, and part of it was business. So I thank you all for those of you that tuned in. I apologize again that I advertised. I did not test the live on Good Road Travel page. So if you ended up coming to my personal page, I really appreciate you, and I'm glad you got to see this, and you know, me coming out of my comfort zone and getting on the live by myself at that. Y'all got me out here by myself. But I'm never by myself because I see my team up in there and whoever else is watching. But like I said, this business, the travel side of business, is my passion, and I want to help people, whether it's with booking your travel or getting you on this side of the lucrative side of travel. I'm here for you. And if you just want to talk about travel, I'm here for you too. You know, I was like, I'm here for you regardless. But just know that Good Road Travel, that's the travel business. Travel the Good Road is my slogan, and I'm pretty sure you've seen it everywhere. And again, yes, I made a business out of my passion, so it's not really work for me, and I love it, and I love continually growing and learning, and the people that we have that I am with. And yes, I will drop my workshop link. So there is free information out there for the travel workshop, and for you just to get some information. There's no commitment, nothing. You could just learn about it and see if it's for you or not. If not, you could always just continue to book with me. But all right, I didn't went over just because I didn't want to stay on here too long. Y'all got me talking and talking. But again, travel the good road with Good Road Travel. Thanks for tuning in, and we out.